Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for June 2019. This is Elizabeth from channeledguidance.com. I've already shuffled the decks and I'm going to do one additional spread for you this month. I'm going to do the spread that I always do using these two decks. I'm going to do the X spread, but I'm also going to do a spread for those of you who are completely single. I did ask everyone on Facebook if they were interested in seeing that spread, and many people replied. So I would do that last. Let's go ahead and begin. Let's get 9 cards for you from this deck. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June 2019. The first card that you have, Aquarius, is the Lovers. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. The Empress. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. The Hierophant. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. Two of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. King of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. Three of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. The World. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. Queen of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, what's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to hear about their love life for June 2019? The message that you have, Aquarius, is the Page of Wands. So for some of you, there can definitely be some type of communication that you've been waiting for. The Page of Wands always represents good news, but this can also just represent excitement and change, opening new doors. We'll go ahead and come back to this card to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. If you'd like to get a private reading, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com. I'll put a link down below, also a link to my Facebook. And you should be watching this on YouTube channel, Channeled Guidance Tarot. Okay, so let's see what you have. You have the Lovers, the Empress, and the Hierophant. So you're starting off with all major arcana. So I feel like for many of you, either you already found a really significant relationship, or you're meeting this person if you're completely single, because you have the Lovers and the Empress here together. The Lovers does represent, yes, it is a relationship, but it's a relationship that you want very much. So this can be an existing relationship. Maybe you really want to hold on to this person, or maybe this is someone from the past where you really feel like you can't live without this person and you want this person to come back into your life. You also have the Empress here, so this is definitely tying in with the Lovers card, because the Empress means that you can have it all. You can be the Empress. This means that you just have everything that you've ever wanted. So again, it's like love is right in front of you. And if, either you're meeting this person or this is someone who's coming back into your life, the Hierophant means that there is a strong spiritual connection here. The Hierophant, this represents kindred spirits and soulmates. This is a really kind of finding where you belong kind of energy. Now, the Hierophant, this can definitely represent also the sign of Taurus. Just kind of looking at the major arcanas here. The Lovers can also represent the sign of Gemini, and of course the Empress represents the sign of Aries. So for some of you, this can be your partner, this can be your ex, or somebody new coming into your life. This just tells me that there is a very significant relationship around you, or someone coming into your life. Okay, now this tells us a little bit more. You have the Two of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So for some of you, you're waiting. Maybe you're waiting for this person to come back into your life. Maybe you're waiting for this relationship to work out. The Two of Wands always means that you're waiting. There's a delay maybe in being happy. You have the Three of Cups. This is a card of joy, laughter, celebration, good times. You're waiting. For some of you, maybe you are waiting for a fire sign. You have the King of Wands. So that would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. It can even represent your energy if you have a moon or rising and a fire sign. But if there is no fire sign, the King of Wands represents taking the lead, taking action. You have a good thing here. For many of you, again, I feel like this is someone who's already in your life. You feel that this is a kindred spirit, a soulmate. You feel like this is your ideal relationship with the Empress. You very much want this relationship to happen. Yet you're waiting for something. Maybe you're waiting for them to feel the same way about you. There's a lot of happiness here, but there is a need to take action with this King of Wands. There's a need for you to go after what you want. Now down here, you have the World, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So, I mean, the world is a major arcana saying that there is a new beginning coming in for you, but there is a need to close the door to the past. I mean, this could be closing the door to problems in your relationship or your marriage. This is just, you know, turning the page, ready for a whole new beginning, ready for a new chapter in your life. You have a person here right next to that. You have the Queen of Pentacles, so this would be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. For some of you, it can be maybe that you're, you know, there is a new beginning with this earth sign, whether this is an ex, maybe this is your current partner, or maybe you went through a really difficult cycle and you're finally leaving that behind you. This just means that it's a whole new beginning. You're leaving the past in the past. There is slow progress around this because you have the Knight of Pentacles, which means there's work to do. Again, there is a delay here, and then things moving slowly. But again, you're moving towards leaving the past in the past. Because, I mean, the very first row tells me that this is a relationship you want this to work. You feel like this is your ideal partner. There's slow progress being made, maybe having the kind of relationship that you want or making things work. But the King of Wands is saying, take action. You have to stay in control. Take the lead. And again, this Queen of Pentacles, this can represent you. If you have a moon or rising in an earth sign, it can represent an ex, the person that you're with. Or for those who are single, somebody new coming into your life. The world can definitely mean that maybe you've already done your time being single and it's time for a new chapter in a relationship, possibly with an earth sign. Okay, let's get a few more. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for June 2019? You have the Seven of Cups, love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. The Moon, love reading for the sign of Aquarius for June. And the Seven of Wands. So there's a whole lot of confusion around the sign of Aries. Seven of Cups and the Moon. They both represent the same thing. There's a lack of clarity. You don't really understand what's going on in your love life. You're confused. Usually with the Moon, you're highly emotional, and the Seven of Cups is very emotional energy. You're overwhelmed. You're very lost. Again, maybe you're tired of waiting. I mean, I keep saying it over and over, but I feel like the sign of Aquarius, like you have found the one, like you're already with them, or they're very close to coming into your life, but you're confused maybe about why things are not playing out the way that you want them to, the way that you hoped things would play out. I mean, I told you the King of Wands, I feel like this is like you taking the lead, taking action, and then you get this card, the Seven of Wands. This is definitely you speaking up, standing your ground. This is you refusing to give up. Seven of Wands means that you have to speak your truth because there's something very confusing going on in your relationship or in your marriage. And again, like I said, with the Seven of Cups, you feel really lost and you don't know what to do. Sometimes with the Seven of Cups, there's a need to choose. So maybe you have to choose between partners. Maybe you're choosing whether you're going to stay in a relationship. Maybe you're choosing whether you're going to allow somebody new into your life. This is just telling you you really need to be firm with someone in your life. Again, where there is a lot of confusion. Maybe there is a lot of going back and forth. I just see you waiting here, but there's a need to take action. I mean, you have this message here 2 times. Now, with the Moon, this can also represent the sign of Pisces. So for some of you, it can be, again, your partner or an ex. But there, again, the message is very clear. You're highly confused about a relationship. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more confirmation from the confirmation deck. Let's see what comes up. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for June? You have the Three of Swords. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for June? The Lovers. So the Lovers is your repeat card. There's one here and one here. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for June? And the Seven of Swords. What's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to hear about their love life for June 2019? King of Swords. So this would definitely be your energy because you are an air sign. Now, if you have a partner, an ex who's also an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, this can represent them. But I feel like this is your energy. And again, this makes sense, you know, with the King of Wands being here and the Seven of Wands. What are you going to do about this confusion that you're feeling? What are you going to do about the sense of heartache here? There can be change. The other main energy was the Page of Wands, which this is change and excitement, good news. But I feel like the sign of Aquarius, there's something that you need to do to make this happen. You have the Three of Swords, which means that you are feeling a sense of heartache. I mean, this can also just be that you feel that you're losing the person that you love. This can be a separation. Maybe there's talk of a divorce for those of you who are married. But again, the Lovers 2 times. The Lovers, again, this represents a relationship that you really want. You feel that this is your person. You feel like this is your ideal partner. You want this to work with the Lovers. This is a significant relationship. You have the 7 of Swords here. I mean, this can represent different things. It's hard to say in a general reading because this is meant for thousands of people. You would need a private reading for you to figure out what this really means for you. Because the 7 of Swords can be self-deceit. And because it's with the 3 of Swords, I feel like for some of you, you need to be careful in a relationship where maybe you make excuses for someone. Because the 7 of Swords, again, this means that you have the blinders on. There's something that you don't want to admit. You're in denial, and you're being your own worst enemy. Maybe by taking somebody back over and over. But for others, I mean, it can be the other way around. That's why I say it's hard to say in a general reading. It can be your partner. It can be your ex, where maybe they are in denial. Maybe there is some type of heartache here for the sign of Aquarius. Heartache, or there's been a breakup or talk of a divorce. But there's someone who's in denial, whether that's you or it's your partner or your ex. Someone here doesn't want to see the truth. But again, it just seems like, you're waiting. You're waiting to see how this plays out. But you should be taking action. King of Wands, 7 of Wands. This is taking action and really speaking up for yourself, because I see a whole lot of confusion here with the 7 of Cups and the Moon. I mean, there's an end to your problems here. This is a whole new beginning. You're leaving the past in the past. You're closing the door to that chapter, but unless you take action, there's slow progress around this. The King of Wands right in the middle of the spread here is telling you, take action, really speak your truth, and stand your ground. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread using this deck right here. I already shuffled it, so let me get these out of the way. And as always with the X spread, it can represent someone you had a committed relationship with, significant relationship. It can also just be someone that you dated, someone you were interested in. Okay, let's see what comes up for you. Show me the energies around Aquarius and their ex for the month of June. 9 of Pentacles. Aquarius and their ex. The Fool. Aquarius and their ex for the month of June. Death. Aquarius and their ex for the month of June. Queen of Swords. Aquarius and their ex for the month of June. 10 of Cups. Aquarius and their ex for the month of June. And the 10 of Wands. Okay, so you have 2 new beginnings here. Let's go ahead and look at the first row here. 9 of Pentacles, the Fool, and Death. So you have a very strong energy here around new beginnings. And again, we're focusing on someone who is no longer in your life. You've broken up. You've gone your separate ways. The Fool is telling you there's still a chance here for a new beginning, but it is saying that you're going to have to trust. With the Fool, there are no guarantees, and there's a possibility maybe that things won't work. But again, you're being told to trust your heart and your intuition. The Death card is saying that there can be a huge change in your relationship with your ex. The Death card means that there has to be the end of something. It could be the end of doubt, the end of fear, whatever it is maybe that broke you up. There has to be a huge transformation there. The 9 of Pentacles, I mean, because this card is here, and this card to me, this is about integrity. This is about you doing what's best for you. And again, because of the cards that you had, I always have to keep in mind not just what is here, but what came up for you in the first spread. And I'm looking at this from the confirmation deck, because this is the breakup card, the 3 of Swords, and then the 7 of Swords is saying that there was maybe either deceit, self-deceit, denial. For those of you where there was deceit, and maybe that's why you broke up, maybe they chose someone else, or maybe you just found out that they weren't being completely honest for whatever reason. Maybe it was not another person. You're being told here to do what's best for you. This is saying, like, be true to yourself. Self-worth, self-love, integrity. Yes, there is a chance you can get your ex back. I mean, you've got 2 major arcanas that represent new beginnings there. So that is crystal clear. There can be a new beginning with you and your ex. But you're being told here to do what's best for you. So this is about making decisions that you can live with, that you feel good about at the end of the day. Trust your heart and your intuition when that time comes that you have to decide whether you're going to forgive them or you're going to take them back. Only you can make that decision. Now down here, I mean, yeah, this is what I was telling you. Queen of Swords, so that would be you, the sign of Aquarius. But again, if your ex is also an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, then this is them. But I feel like for many of you, it's you. You get to decide whether you're going to have this with your ex. The Ten of Cups is a happily ever after. This is a relationship. This is you being extremely happy, extremely fulfilled. You know, and you did have that energy in the first spread that I did for you. You had the Empress, you had the Lovers, you had the Hierophant. When I saw this, I knew that Aquarius had found the one already. Like, you already know who that person is. You can still have that happily ever after, but there is some type of burden here that you need to resolve. The Ten of Wands is heavy energy. There's something that's weighing the relationship down. This is probably maybe what broke you up. You can't ignore the elephant in the room here with the Ten of Wands. There's some heaviness that maybe that is why the Death card is there. The death of this energy, this heaviness, this heavy burden. Maybe it's emotional baggage. Maybe this is why somebody gave up. The Ten of Wands usually means that you feel like giving up because it's become too much. Yet, you have a lot of happiness here waiting for you. The tens do represent endings. And again, you have the Death card there, which also, is telling me that endings are significant. Maybe it's the end of doubt, the end of fear. You also have the World, which is a major arcana of endings. So maybe if you're going to get back together with your ex, it has to be a whole new relationship. Like, it can't be, especially if there was lies, if there was deceit, if you were in denial or they were in denial, there is some type of ending that needs to happen. But again, you have to trust your own feelings here. You have to trust your own intuition. I feel like for many of you, you will have a chance to have that new beginning. I still see you being very happy here, but you have to deal with this burden here. Okay, let's go ahead and do the single spread using this deck right here. I've already shuffled it, so let me get these out of the way. And for the single spread, this is for those of you who are completely single, or maybe you think you're going to be single soon, and you want to know, is there someone that you're going to meet in the month of June? Okay. Show me the energies. Will Aquarius find love? June 2019. King of Cups. Will Aquarius find love in June 2019? Six of Pentacles. Will Aquarius find a new relationship in June 2019? Knight of Swords. Will Aquarius find a new relationship in June 2019? Six of Wands. Will Aquarius find a new relationship in June 2019? Page of Wands. So this was the main energy in the first spread that I did for you. Will Aquarius find a new relationship in June 2019? Nine of Wands. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's look at the first row. King of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. So I do see a water sign around you. This would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. I mean, you have a very positive energy right next to it. You have the Six of Pentacles. I mean, this is you. This is the relationship that you truly deserve. Because, I mean, I feel like the sign of Aquarius, there's something very weird around your love life. Looking at the first spread that I did for you. I mean, I'm still looking at these cards right here. The Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Lovers. I feel like there's a relationship you want very much. But again, we are focusing on singles, but there can definitely be for some of you maybe that this is your chance to find the person that you truly deserve. Maybe you weren't able to make things work with someone in the past. This water sign that I see here, this is a relationship that you truly deserve. And you have the Knight of Swords, which means that you might meet this person in a very unexpected way. Because the Knight of Swords is like the Tower. This is something that takes you completely by surprise. I mean, I'm also getting that for some of you, this can even be someone that you know. It can be maybe someone that you're friends with. Maybe you're just friends and then you feel like there's something else there. That Knight of Swords is just kind of like, where did this come from? How did this happen? It's very unexpected. But the energy around this person, this is a relationship or a person that you truly, truly deserve. Now, at the bottom, you have the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, and Nine of Wands. So this means victory. So there is a relationship around you in the month of June, for those of you who are completely single, where this will work. So for those of you where you are meeting a water sign, and keep in mind, it can be a sun, moon, or rising. There is success here. There is victory around this person. You also have a lot of excitement with the Page of Wands. This is very light-hearted energy. This is fun. This is good times. Excitement. You're opening new doors. I feel like this person brings a lot into your life, but you don't want to do this. Because the Nine of Wands means that maybe you've been burned, maybe you've been hurt, and I mean, that is what we saw in the first spread. Maybe that is what maybe happened to you in the past. The Nine of Wands means that you're afraid. You're afraid, and you could be meeting this person, could be very significant to you. This is a relationship that you deserve, but you might be choosing to hold back. You might feel like, I don't want to be hurt. I'm just going to play it safe and not let them in. You don't want to do that, because this is this is a person you truly deserve, and there is success around it. Let me get a few more. Will Aquarius find love in the month of June 2019? Seven of Wands. So this was also in the first spread. Will Aquarius find love in the month of June 2019? The Knight of Wands. Will Aquarius find love in the month of June 2019? Strength. I mean, what I see here, you've got the Seven of Wands, which means that, yes, there is someone here for you. I see that person. I mean, that was the first card that I pulled for you. But the Seven of Wands means that you have to stand up to your fears. Because ironically, I pulled this card right after the Nine of Wands. That is fear. That's you holding back. That's you playing it safe. This is saying stand up to your own fears, your own ego. Don't allow that energy of fear to hold you back. That is why you have the Knight of Wands. This is being very self-confident and going after what you want. There is a relationship around you, but you're going to have to be really brave. You have the Strength card. Keep in mind that the Strength card can also represent the sign of Leo. For some of you, there can be a Leo that is coming into your life. Now, I also notice you've got two Knights. You've got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So for those of you where you want to meet somebody new, there's a lot of movement around your love life. The Knights represent change and movement. But again, this is going to be up to you. Like, are you going to stand up to your fears, or are you going to give in to them? There is success, there is victory around someone that comes into your life in the month of June. This is a person you truly deserve, but you're going to have to be really brave and maybe trusting them, maybe giving love a second chance, maybe even being patient as far as getting to know the person. But I definitely see you connecting with someone. Okay, Aquarius, this has been your love reading for June 2019. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.